अहमदियत का मैं नन्हा सा सिपाही हूँ मगर अहमदियत का मैं नन्हा सा सिपाही हूँ मगर
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. With this year's National Ijtima just about a week away, we're going to be going around Peace Village interviewing multiple Atfal on how they're preparing for this year's National Ijtima.
सलाम का परचम उड़ाना है मुझे
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Usman, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing so well. What about you?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah. So, how are you preparing for this year's National Ijtima, and are you participating for any sports or educational competitions?
So this year, alhamdulillah, I got a position in Azan. So I've just been practicing on my tune and my timings and all that. So yeah.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds great. So, what are you most excited for this year?
Well, this year I'm really excited for the rock climbing because I had it last year. So I'm hoping to go against some of my friends this year.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds so fun. Assalamu alaikum, Haris, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. So, you know the National Ijtima is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So, how are you preparing, and are you participating for any sports or educational competitions?
Yeah, so I'm participating for basketball and soccer, alhamdulillah. And I've been going to Fazil Mehdi Park for soccer, and I've been going to Avana Tahir for some basketball. And inshallah, it's going really good.
Alhamdulillah, that's great. So, what are you most excited for about this National Ijtima?
So I'm really excited to see the new stalls because last year I remember there was some really unique foods, and I can't wait to try some new foods.
Alhamdulillah, that's great. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rayan, you look like a really big guy. You playing any sports?
Yeah, in the national Istaman, alhamdulillah, I got into the soccer team, so now I'm training for that.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds great. So, where are you practicing?
Practicing right now at Fazil Mehdi Field with a couple of my friends that also made the soccer team.
Yeah, that's really good. So, what are you most excited for about the National Ijtima?
I would say for this national Istaman, I'm most excited for the bouncy castle race you also had last year because that was really fun. I had a bunch of fun with my friends as well, so I'm excited for that.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds great. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Faik, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. So, how are you preparing for this year's National Ijtima, and did you make anything?
Unfortunately, I didn't make anything this year, but inshallah, next year I'll be participating and I will be cheering my friends on this year.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds great. So, what are you most excited for about this year's National Ijtima?
I'm most excited about the food.
Alhamdulillah, that sounds great. I heard there's some really good butter chicken at Langar Khana.
Yeah.
वक्त का इनकार क्यों अल्लाह 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 अल्लाह
So we've already interviewed enough at Fall. So now let's interview a couple of Nazmeen to figure out what preparations are being made for this year's National Ijtima. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What department are you serving in?
Alhamdulillah, this year I'm serving in as Nazim Atfal in Atfal, and we have a tajneed of 23 Atfal.
Alhamdulillah, that's great. So what preparations are you making to make sure that your Atfal are attending this year's National Ijtima?
This year the preparations are being made. First of all, we're trying to make sure that every single parent is aware that this year we're having a National Ijtima on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and we are trying our best to get 100% attendance as well. So for the educational competition this year, the Atfal already prepared from local Ijtima, regional Ijtima, and now national Ijtima. And now for sports, we're holding tryouts this year. And we are trying to make sure that we choose our best players and, change the tide this year and finally get first place, inshallah.
रखता हूँ मैं जो दिल तो चीते का जिगर बूझ दिलों को हो मुबारक इस जहां की पस्तियां बूझ दिलों को हो मुबारक इस जहां की पस्तियां
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alhamdulillah, how are you, Waleed?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you, Nazim sir?
Bas, alhamdulillah.
Ji, so what special arrangements are being made for this year's National Ijtima to make sure that Atfal come?
So this year I'm going door to door to talk to all the parents, because if the parents are on board, they will not have any other plans for that those days of Ijtima. So that is the first task, and then making sure that the Atfal are committed as well, that they will attend all 3 days, starting with Friday that weekend.
Alhamdulillah. So as you can see, all preparations for this year's National Ijtima are in full swing. We really hope to see you there.
ये मजबूरियां जाए गुजर एक जरा बचपन की ये मजबूरियां जाए गुजर, अहमदियत का मैं नन्हा सा सिपाही हूँ मगर, शेर का रखता हूँ मैं जो दिल तो चीते का जिगर, शेर का रखता हूँ मैं जो दिल तो चीते का जिगर।